Hello, everyone. Today we will explore an interesting and dramatic story from the history of World War II. The story of the extremely mysterious Special Forces, the Brandenburgers, an elite military unit of Germany. Did you know that during the war, there were tactics that did not require military power, but only sophistication and stealth to change the whole situation of the war? Yes, the Brandenburgers were silent warriors, operating mainly in the dark, carrying out dangerous and important missions without leaving a trace. Today, we will learn about the tactics they used, from impersonating the enemy to sabotaging important infrastructure. These tactics not only helped them break through enemy defenses, but also deeply influenced modern military strategy. If you love stories about the subtleties of war and want to learn more about the role of these silent warriors, keep watching the video. During World War II, as the scale of global warfare escalated, traditional military strategies were often inadequate for the unique challenges that arose on the battlefield. Covert operations became essential for gaining the upper hand, and this is where the Brandenburgers, an elite special forces unit, played a crucial role. Formed under the German intelligence service, the Abwehr, the Brandenburgers were specifically created to perform behind-the-scenes operations that could influence the outcome of key battles. Their tasks included sabotage, intelligence gathering, and strategic infiltration, often behind enemy lines, where their actions went unnoticed but had significant impacts on the progress of the war. This specialized unit was integral to Nazi Germany's military strategy, carrying out missions that would not only support large-scale operations, but also create chaos and confusion among enemy forces. With their highly trained personnel and unconventional tactics, the Brandenburgers were at the forefront of covert warfare. Their legacy in modern military tactics continues to shape the strategies of special forces today. As we delve deeper, we will explore how this formidable unit was formed and the significant impact they had on the war. The Brandenburgers, Germany's elite special forces unit during World War II, gained notoriety for their innovative psychological warfare tactics, which played a key role in destabilizing enemy forces. Their operations were specifically designed to exploit the psychological weaknesses of their adversaries, creating confusion, mistrust, and disorder within the ranks of the enemy. By utilizing deception, manipulation, and infiltration, the Brandenburgers disrupted enemy operations on a scale that extended far beyond conventional military strategies. A primary element of their psychological warfare involved the use of disguise. Brandenburg operatives often wore enemy uniforms or civilian clothing, allowing them to infiltrate enemy territory undetected. This tactic was not only practical for gathering intelligence and sabotaging infrastructure, but also deeply unsettling for enemy forces, who could not distinguish between friend and foe. The success of this tactic was particularly evident during their covert missions in Poland, where Brandenburgers infiltrated strategic locations, such as factories and power stations, crippling essential infrastructure and causing chaos behind enemy lines. This sort of psychological manipulation, embedding fear and uncertainty, was critical in shaping the early successes of Germany's Blitzkrieg tactics. In addition to physical disguise, the Brandenburgers excelled in psychological manipulation. They often disseminated false information to confuse enemy troops, causing disarray within command structures. This tactic was vital in creating internal discord, disrupting logistical and communication networks that were essential to the enemy's war efforts. The Brandenburgers didn't just infiltrate and sabotage, they planted seeds of confusion that weakened the morale and resolve of the opposing forces. The success of these tactics did more than just facilitate military victories. It set the foundation for the modern special forces we recognize today. Their ability to blend physical disguise with psychological manipulation demonstrated a profound understanding of the human psyche in warfare. This integrated approach influenced subsequent military strategies, highlighting the importance of psychological warfare in achieving strategic objectives. By leveraging fear, confusion, and deception, the Brandenburgers turned traditional combat on its head, paving the way for future special operations units to refine and expand upon their techniques. With their innovative tactics and ability to sow chaos, the Brandenburgers proved that modern warfare was not solely about brute force. Their use of psychological warfare gave them a unique strategic advantage, one that continues to influence how military units around the world approach covert operations today. The Brandenburgers played a crucial role in the early stages of the invasion of Poland and Western Europe during World War II. Their unique capabilities allowed them to operate behind enemy lines, effectively setting the stage for the subsequent large-scale military advances by the German forces. The unit's primary mission was to sabotage critical infrastructure, secure strategic locations, and lay the groundwork for the Blitzkrieg strategy. This was done with precision, and their actions were integral to the success of the German military campaigns. During the invasion of Poland, the Brandenburgers were tasked with disabling key targets that would slow down the advancing enemy forces. Their operations were meticulously planned to maximize the impact on the enemy's logistics and communication systems. By sabotaging factories, railways, and power stations, the Brandenburgers created an environment of confusion and disorder, which directly contributed to the overall chaos that accompanied the German invasion. These early successes were a testament to their specialized training in psychological warfare and covert operations. In Western Europe, the Brandenburgers' involvement continued to be vital. Their role extended beyond sabotage. They were responsible for securing vital strategic points that would aid the German military's swift advance. For instance, during the invasion of France and the Low Countries, Brandenburgers infiltrated key areas ahead of the main German forces. They executed covert missions such as the destruction of bridges, the disruption of communication lines, and the seizure of transportation hubs. These tactical actions ensured that the advancing German forces encountered less resistance, giving them a significant advantage in executing the Blitzkrieg strategy. The Brandenburgers' ability to blend in with local populations by disguising themselves in enemy uniforms, civilian clothing, or even using false identities made them effective in executing their missions without being detected. This element of psychological warfare, playing on the uncertainty and fear among the enemy, was crucial in destabilizing the opposition and ensuring the success of the German military's initial operations. Their actions demonstrated the importance of unconventional warfare in achieving strategic military objectives and laid the foundation for modern special operations units. As we explore their involvement in these key military operations, we will then analyze the political and strategic forces that led to their downfall and reclassification. The Brandenburgers played a critical role in the success of Germany's military operations during World War II, particularly in the invasions of Poland and Western Europe. Their primary objective was to pave the way for the rapid advance of German forces by securing strategic points and sabotaging key infrastructure behind enemy lines. These covert operations were essential in ensuring that the Blitzkrieg strategy, which relied on speed and surprise, was executed with minimal resistance. In Poland, the Brandenburgers were deployed to disable essential infrastructure, such as power stations, bridges, and railways. This sabotage effectively crippled the enemy's ability to respond quickly to the German invasion, disrupting communications and supply lines. Their ability to infiltrate enemy territory undetected, disguised in Polish uniforms or civilian attire, allowed them to carry out these missions with precision. The Brandenburgers' role in Poland laid the foundation for the success of the German army's swift movement across the country. As Germany turned its attention to Western Europe, the Brandenburgers' expertise in sabotage and infiltration proved equally crucial. During the invasions of France, Belgium, and the Netherlands, the Brandenburgers infiltrated key locations ahead of the main German forces. They secured vital points such as bridges, airfields, and communication hubs, ensuring that German forces encountered little resistance once they arrived. Their operations were not just limited to physical sabotage. They also employed psychological warfare, spreading fear and confusion among enemy troops. By disguising themselves as local civilians or soldiers, the Brandenburgers could gather intelligence, plant misinformation, and disrupt enemy operations. This tactic caused widespread paranoia and mistrust within enemy ranks, which in turn weakened their resolve and ability to organize a coordinated defense. As a result, the Brandenburgers' actions directly contributed to the success of the Blitzkrieg strategy, which relied on the element of surprise and rapid movements to overwhelm and defeat opposing forces before they had time to mount an effective response. Their work behind enemy lines demonstrated not only the importance of covert operations in modern warfare, but also set a precedent for special forces units in the years that followed. The Brandenburgers' expertise in sabotage, infiltration, and psychological manipulation had a lasting impact on military tactics, influencing the development of special forces operations worldwide. Their reclassification marked the end of an era for the Brandenburgers. Let's explore how their transformation impacted Germany's military intelligence. The Brandenburgers, as an elite unit within the German military, played a significant role in the early stages of World War II, particularly in their involvement in the invasions of Poland and Western Europe. Their unique tactics, focusing on deception, sabotage, and psychological warfare, made them crucial to the success of the Blitzkrieg strategy. By striking critical infrastructure before the main German forces arrived, they ensured a swift and effective advance, weakening enemy defenses and sowing chaos behind enemy lines. However, as the war progressed and political infighting within Nazi Germany intensified, the Brandenburgers faced a shift in their role. Despite their early success, the changing political landscape within the German military hierarchy led to their eventual reclassification. The Brandenburgers were absorbed into regular army divisions, signaling the end of their specialized covert operations. This transformation not only marked a significant shift in their tactical approach, but also highlighted the tensions and rivalries within the German leadership, which had a profound impact on their effectiveness. The Brandenburgers' reclassification was not the end of their influence. Their tactics, particularly in terms of infiltration and psychological operations, left a lasting legacy in modern military operations. Special forces units around the world, including those in NATO countries, adopted similar techniques, integrating psychological warfare and covert sabotage into their training. The Brandenburgers' impact continues to be felt today, as their innovative approach to warfare has shaped the strategies of modern special operations forces. Their story is a testament to the power of adaptability in warfare, the importance of psychological tactics, and the way political dynamics can shape the fate of military units. The Brandenburgers, despite their downfall, remain an iconic example of how covert operations can decisively influence the course of military history.